Okay, so in this video we'll be talking about your tape rule. So I have a regular tape rule. This is a 60-inch tape rule, which stops at 150 centimeters. So if you notice, we have some tape rules that are much longer than this. You can have your 90 inches or your 120 inches tape rule. So if you look at the tape rule, it has two sides. We have the inch on one side, and then we have the centimeter on one side. So the major difference is that if you compare the 1 inch measurement to your 1 centimeter measurement, you realize that 1 inch is actually bigger than 1 centimeter. So 1 inch is approximately 2.5 centimeters if you look at it this way. So for every 1 inch we have 2.5 centimeters. You can see the space between 1 and 2 is from here, 1, 2, and then 2.5 here. So one thing you also need to observe is that for the centimeter, if you look at your tape rule clearly and count the number of spaces or lines between, this is 0 here and this is 1 centimeter here, this is 2 centimeter here. So if you count the gaps between any of your, between 1 centimeter, can I bring this? Okay, once you count the gap, just take your tape rule and count it. You realize that you have 10 spaces. 1 centimeter is basically divided into 10 equal parts. So if you look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of which 5, when you count the fifth one, that's the midpoint of your 1 centimeter. So when you are talking of centimeters, at 5 you have 0.5 centimeters. Do you understand? And then for each of this division is 1/10. We have 1/10, 2/10, 3, 4, 5/10, which gives you half, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. 10/10 gives you 1. While for the inch, if you look at it very well, your inch is divided into 8 places and not 10 like the centimeters. So let's count from here. So between 1 and 2 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for any measurement you're making, like for example, if I count from this 2, if I count 1, 2, that gives me 2/8. And if I were to divide this further, that will give you 1/4. That's a quarter. Then if I go further, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 divided by 8 gives you half. So which means this is my halfway point for the inch. And then 3/4, that's 5, 6, 7. Sorry, this is 4, 5, 6. 6/8. 6/8 gives you 3/4, which is the same thing as 3/4. We call it 3/4. 3/4. So and then you have, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8/8 gives you 1. So when we are talking of like for the skirt, we're asking for, okay, for the skirt pattern, you add your quarter of your waist measurement plus 1/4 or 0.25. It means you are adding from here to here. So you are going to count only 1, 2. So 2/8 gives you 1/4, and we all know that 1/4 is a quarter, 1/4. While if you are to add, like for your dart space, the dart is 1.5. Like for the back pattern, you have 1.5 inch dart, of which you have to measure half an inch at center back. So what half an inch means is, remember, an inch is divided into 8 places, right? So half of that is what? 4. So meaning from this point I have to count 4 spaces. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So this gives me my halfway mark, which is indicated along the tape rule. So this longer line here is the halfway mark for my inch, while this line here gives me the quarter way mark. So this is the first quarter, this is the second quarter, this is the third quarter, and then you have the whole figure here. So 1/4, half, 3/4. Do you understand? So while in between here, for example, you have 1/8. This place here gives you 1/8. This gives you 2/8. You have 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, and then you have 7/8, and then 8/8. So this is the first quarter, 1/4. This one gives you half. this one here, 6/8, gives you 3/4, and here this gives you 1. Do you understand? So sometimes you might be dividing your measurement and you can get 1/8, 3/8, 5/8, or 7/8. But this is the easiest way to do it. So this is from between 4 and 5, you have 1/8, 2/8, which is 1/4, 3/8, 4/8, which is half, 5/8, 6/8, which is 3/4, 7/8, and then the whole number. So let's this is just to help us understand how to read a tape rule. While for your centimeters, like I said, centimeters is divided into 10. So for your bodice pattern, which has to, you basically do a lot of division there, and you need more precision than that of the skirts. That's the reason why for the bodice pattern we'll be using the centimeters, because it's easier to divide, you know, when you're getting smaller numbers. It's easier to work with centimeters than inch for the bodice pattern. But for the skirt, we don't need that much measurement, you know, which is why we are using inches. All right, thank you.